Morning, Finovate. I'm Suresh. I have with me Randy from Yantra. Our journey started almost 6 years ago in a dusty little town in southeast Kansas in a 100-year-old bank. That's where I got to see from inside out. When I was in Silicon Valley, I saw outside in. Now I was able to see inside out what the problems in banking were. And just like rebuilding a classic car, piece by piece, rebuilding the wiring, rebuilding the fluid, replacing the fluids, and putting in a supercharged engine, and hopefully, you have to have good brakes. We rebuilt the bank account stack from scratch. We built all the payment channels, and my God, that was not easy to rebuild all the payment channels. We embedded compliance. End of the day, what we have today is what we call as the bank account of the future, and then some. We added 3 things. We added speed. All bank accounts should have speed. We added intelligence, and we added context. And this bank account can not only create the simplest mobile wallet, we can create the most complex correspondent account on the same platform. So what we're going to show today is the 3 things: speed, intelligence, and context. And we can do many things, but we're going to start with speed. Randy is already logged into my account. And we're going to send money instantly within the US to another bank account, which is something most banks can't do today. I can go into this bank account, simply pick Jason, pick his contact information. I can send him money in many ways. We're going to choose his debit card, so it's going to land in his account in a minute. And then hit preview. We're going to show the disclosures. You agree, we send. It's gone. Within a minute or less, whichever bank, I think is in a different bank in the country, it's going to show that he's received the money. Not only can we do it within the US, we can send money cross-border instantly, which is something I want to do for a while. So we built many corridors. We're going to show one corridor today, which is India. We're going to send money to Vasuki 513. Today is May 13th. We pick his international account, and the account automatically knows his account is denominated in rupees. It's 63 rupees to $1. We send him 300 rupees today. This is the statutory disclosures that we need to provide if you're an international remittance at this point. And there we go. Within a couple of minutes, Vasuki, who's in India, I think it's in the middle of the night right now, will have the money fully available to him in his bank account in India. So what we have shown right now is a very fundamental pillar of banking, which is speed, being able to send money to anybody within the US or outside instantly. But that's only one pillar. We're going to talk about intelligence. Now, a while ago, when I used the word intelligence and bank account in the same sentence, somebody said it's an oxymoron. If that's what you thought, it's no longer true, right? So many years ago, a big telco tried to take almost $9,000 from my bank account. And that's when I realized there must be a way that I could expose my bank account number to a biller, but still not pay for their mistakes if they tried to take more money than they should. So just like what Google Voice did, we virtualized the bank account number. We can now create multiple account numbers for you on our platform, and then you can assign one to each biller, which we have done. In my case, I've assigned it to Sprint. And if you click on that, you can see all my bills for the past year. And you see 2 black lines, very interesting. Those are the upper limits and lower limits. I tell my bank account, as long as the bill from Sprint is within those 2 bands, which is, I think, between $121 to $189, let the bill go through. If it's not, ask me for approval. So I get on my mobile app or on my browser, I can go approve a bill payment painlessly if it's above the limit. I also know that if it's not, it gets paid. So I don't have to worry about, it's peace of mind. I know I'm going to pay my Sprint bill on time. I'm not going to be traveling in some part of Asia and find my phone turned off because I forgot to pay my bill. So this feature, I love it because now I can manage the bills not only for myself. If you have a kid in college, if you want to pay the utility bill, you can do it. If you're a small business, you have a bunch of recurring bills. It's just peace of mind. The bills get paid if they're exactly in the limits that you want it to be. If not, you get to approve it. That's it. And you're going to be on time every month. So that is intelligence. That's a smart account for you. Next, we're going to show context. Now, Randy is going to go back into my transaction list, and he's going to go through that. And we're going to talk about what context means here. If you see, there is a line item there called Presto, which shows an icon of a fuel pump and that of a car. Well, if you go to the top right on the description, it shows you the make of the car, the model, the VIN number, the mileage, and the number of miles since the car was refueled. What happened here? The bank account just reached out to the Internet of Things into a device in the car and got contextual information. We can now make a much more intelligent decision on devices that you're paying for services. So what we have here is, the use case is, my daughter doesn't like it because, I told her, if you're going to use my car, my money, my debit card, I'm going to know exactly when you refuel and where you refuel. I can even control it because we can even set up a setting where if she's with the card, with that car, only then it'll work. And this is a wonderful use cases for small business, because if you have a few cars, you can track it. If you have a whole fleet, you can track it. But the kind of use cases on contextual along with smart accounts is amazing. And we urge you, when you have time, come by or do tell us all the issues that you think we can solve for you. So what we've shown so far for you is a bank account that's got speed, that is intelligent, that can use contextual information. But all this, you might wonder, you're a bank. I'm highly regulated. I had to literally call my regulator before I came here to let them know what I'm going to say here. And I had to have a lawyer review everything I was going to say before I came here. I had to review all the screens before I came. I'm highly, highly, highly watched. So to do all this, we had to have a real-time risk scoring engine. Every transaction you do, every online banking login you do, every IP address, everything you touch is risk scored in real time. And only then, just like good brakes, only then the transaction's allowed to go through. So to summarize, we built the bank account of the future. It's built around speed, intelligence, and context. If many, many use cases, please come by, talk to us. All this was possible by relentless pursuit of this vision by the team at CBW and the team at Yantra. Thank you very much.